everybody, and welcome to another episode of Charismatic Mystery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Star, but it's been changed, it's been transformed, and we're playing in this play by Adriano. How you feel at this moment?
I know exactly where I am. I don't want to be here.
Where is he?
Okay.
I love the priorities here.
I'm not wearing a dress. Where the fuck am I?
Here.
And I don't want to be
wear
here.
a dress, okay?
Alright, okay. Gang, what happened last time?
Well, let me tell you, Bexxy, what happened last time.
Oh, please do. I don't know.
There was the remnants of the fallout of the conversation that Nix and Hamatia had the night prior, or that same night, where Hamatia's like, hey, what the fuck? And Nix is saying, yeah, that's my mom, as a gargoyle flies away into the night. Basically. And then they both say, hey, we probably need to do some writing. And Hamachi is like, yeah, ditto. And let me tell you everything about Granny, because I don't want to hold leverage and show that I truly am sorry. And Nix also writes in his book, until they notice that Casimir, the lurker that he is up and awake, because who knew gargoyles make a lot of noise and wake people up in their trance. To which there's a little bit more of a conversation back and forth about what to do, and Hamati has never done a soul transference before, and Nix kind of makes her a little bit curious, but also nervous. So instead, he takes the soul from Casimir in a pursuit of healing Illyria as she sleeps from her non-healable wound in a totally platonic and non-creepy way, apparently.
Yeah, I just read that. What the fuck? Who wrote this?
It was rather creepy.
It wasn't. Well, I mean, in your minds, you creepers, but Nix is sort of innocent until proven otherwise.
You know for a fact that if Illyria woke up, she would have stabbed you. Not maliciously, but some strange guy sneaking into
But hey,
Yeah,
maybe that's what he wants, you know?
Yeah, he wants to play with his soul balls on top of it. No, wait, that's wrong. His soul blows.
I mean, I guess it depends. Either that or she maybe, like, not, but...
You're just making it worse.
Nevertheless, the souls were used. A lot of souls were used to heal Illyria, and thank goodness that happened, because their ultimate objective of going to Kresk did not happen. More to follow. As the party decided whether they go to Kresk or the vineyard, Bexxy has an existential crisis, but ultimately we decide to stay on our track. The manic GM.
Yeah, that moment was hard for me. That
Wait,
moment
what?
was hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you could see the panic on your face was amazing to see.
Yeah. Gotta find those archived roads. Pad it out. I'm not prepared, but nevertheless, we do a 180 on our 180 and 360 walk away back to Kresk. And on the way, we meet a couple of kids on the road as we climb up to the mountains of Kresk. To which Nix addresses them to say, we'd like to pass and head to their lovely town, but then, for some reason, that triggers them with a guy in the back saying, now's your chance, you have to do the thing, and they're like, okay, I'll do the thing, and that means turning into werewolves, because that is totally obvious.
I loved everybody's reaction. Nobody saw it coming. It was so funny.
So then the puppers,
So evil.
the puppers were set onto us, and after a brief scuffle, Hamatio, with her charming ways, decides to send one of the child werewolves home with the tail between its legs. And that by default made the other one, Laszlo, I believe, win the thing, whatever it is, and they leave. The party then chase down this kid who's running away, and then proceeds to interrogate him. And he's like, "I just want to go home." And they're like, "Well, where's home?" And they're like, "Well, over there." And then he runs into the forest.
Well, it was more about Hamartia trying to
find some sort of common ground. But I'm a monster. I don't want to be this werewolf. And Hamartia's like, "I'm a monster too."
Hey, the idea was there.
Hey, look, we're ugly.
Yeah, let me show you who's the real monster. So that happened, and then Sol was like sent to follow, and I think he lost him in the forest, but ultimately we were back on the road heading to Kresk, and we saw a lovely vista with snow in the mountains. We start talking about where the abbey is, and then just a little bit down the line, down the road, we encounter an old friend, a custodian that of Castle Ravenloft, who tells us that it is time to shake our funky stuff. To bookie on down with Signor Strahd, to put on our best threads and twerk it out in Ravenloft.
I need that. I need a gift of start working or something.
and thus we are escorted to a teleportation circle. And Nyx is not happy. Hamartia is like, WTF, mates? And Illyrio is like, yeah, I did this thing without you knowing, lol, sorry. Now, enjoy the trauma as we go dance the night away, while Strahd tries to prove to the party that he does have something in his pants.
Oh my god. How am I supposed to be serious right now?
That's the recap. That's what happened.
Oh my god.
Now you're up to date with the Curse of Mother Misery, and we begin episode 46
Castle
at Castle Ravenloft.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow.
I'm just here to entertain, guys.
Bexxy's dead. We have killed her.
Okay, I need to like
wouldn't be
breathe a
the
little
first
bit.
time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Guys, this is a very serious game, okay?
Call me a level 10 cleric because I resurrect a lot. I guess. What? Was that even good? I don't know. Just move on.
Crickets.
I think we broke Bexxy. There's no session tonight.
Yeah.
Did I already make you break? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I need
she's
to-
completely shattered right now.
Wow.
I'm glad my recaps are entertaining. Ready to shake your funky stuff?
Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Really? Me? No, I'm working tomorrow evening.
Okay. Okay.
What? Oh yeah. Might be a... Wait a minute. That door's just closed, right?
The first thing you experience is disorientation.
I think this...
You felt like you had been sucked through a tornado when the teleportation circle activated and spit you out here
I forgot to put lights on. Right. No,
Here.
okay, it's not.
in Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
The first thing you see is a large brass brazier with a roaring fire casting odd shadows on the walls of grey and white marble, It is intricately carved with geometric shapes that harkens that of the teleportation circle underneath your feet, still shining a dull, infernal red.
Look this.
In the four corners of the room there are incredible bronze statues depicting beridden knights with shields and spear. The four weapons pointing in symmetry towards the center of the room like an intimidating greeting. A great stone slab with writing clad in shadows towers above you on one side, and on the other, behind the brazier, is a brass strongbox containing Boreas knows what. After the initial quick and nervous glances around, Helga takes your attention by gesturing sternly with her hand that you are to follow her. The four servants, dressed in marine blue waistcoats and neat white scarves around their neck, boxes you in, while sporting polite smiles, two actions that feels out of tune with each other.
Just FYI, we don't have vision.
Yes, we do.
I don't have vision.
Shh. You've been blinded.
I don't know. I can't see.
Alright, let me double check you.
Basic
Yeah, okay. Why is your token not working like it should?
sanitize.
There we go,
basically
Marc.
just the most aggressive drug.
Mark, yeah, you can see.
I can see, yeah.
Oh, I see now. Thank you.
No worries.
I don't know if that method of travel sits exactly well with me, but here we are. Not in the cold, not on the road. Back in the castle again, Illyria.
Yes, we are.
She doesn't look exactly willing to listen to any shenanigans or exploration. I suggest we follow her and do what we agreed to do.
Go with that.
Alright. Follow Helga. Alright.
I will look at the sigils on the ground. I want to try and make sure that they are, he will try his best to remember what they are, given he has a partial drawing of victors. If they are different or similar, he did notice they were simpler in the previous one. He wants to quickly scratch out any symbols that are irrelevant here, to try and make a teleportation circle graph or diagram to reference later.
That you can. You're able to catch another glance. So it's slowly taking form in your head. It's still a little bit too much on a quick glance, but you.
It's more of a corrective thing, right? So Victor's was incorrect, so he just wants to look at it really quickly. His book is always dangling from his hip, so he just quickly grabs it from the dangling and just flicks open to the page where Victor's diagram is. Just do a quick check and then with his thumb erase one of the glyphs that doesn't make sense or it's not present here.
Right,
and
yeah, no.
Head through.
I will allow that. All right.
Process of elimination.
There's a clearing of Helga's throat as soon as you finish with that, and you're hasten your steps down this little corridor, where there doesn't seem to be a door where Helga is stepping. That is this corridor that is lined with more bronze statues. These solemnly salutes you with their hands over their hearts. But Helga still stands up, stands close to the wall, and fishes underneath her simple gray dress and holds some kind of necklace tight. Then, with her other hand, she presses onto the wall, and where there were no door previously, a perfect outline of a door appears that Helga easily pushes open.
Can I take a mental note of his necklace?
You can certainly try. Make me a perception intelligence.
Ugh. Okay.
I'll do the same. Can I do the same? Since we're here, I mean, we're basically watching her do that.
There's some that's man. Like,
Yeah,
That's
but
nice,
she's facing away from you, but all of you can try.
Hmm.
if I had
I think it's important to try.
9.
right. Well,
So it's a spooky necklace.
Perception
Nope.
and intelligence.
Oh shit.
Next, let's do a skill check.
could go worse. I'm gonna bring these.
Sorry, I was a little bit busy there with God. By the way. Yeah, no. She is facing away from you and is doing it a little bit carefully. So you just know that she is fetching something from that is around her neck, but you can't see what. And
Checking. Okay.
the
Okay.
door
Then
opens.
do customs and get
Wait.
Watch and swirling the.
As she does this, the statues that were in between, are they like the same?
Yes, the remains the same.
Okay.
All right. And you can walk through.
Yeah, just waiting for Helga.
Yeah, we're waiting in line. It's traffic.
Oh, she's already stepped through my
Oh, okay,
screen,
okay.
so-
It's just a little light.
That might take
Yeah, yeah.
a while.
I can't
Alright.
actually move through. For some reason, I'm blocked. Like there's an invisible wall.
Yeah. Alright, I'm good.
Okay. Well, like you just do this. Blop blop.
Okay.
All right. You step into this grand hallway lined with polished black rock set into an intricate pattern and shimmers in green and blue in the light of the wall lanterns and the two great chandeliers above your heads. Following the length of the hallway is a crimson red carpet, subtly embroidered, which ends at a great door to the east. A stone door with a great masculine face with flowing hair carved into it. And then adjacent to you is a second set of doors, this one nondescript, but heavy and made out of metal. As you have been given a moment or two to gawk, Helga once more herds you to the west and to the side, where you discover a spiral staircase, dark, that spirals upwards into the unknown. On cue and well rehearsed, the four servants that encloses and boxes you in brings out these handheld lanterns that they whisper something to, and all of them catch light at the same time.
E3. I guess we're following.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just for to get to know the castle a little bit as we go. And as I also give the rights to God for his character.
Oh boy.
There we go. Alright, let's go. Let's climb upwards.
Can tell it's big. because the pixels, I see them.
Yeah.
Takes a while for it to load, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay now.
Damn, the music is like a little bit for me. Okay. Come on, please, music. Okay.
Yeah, you can start.
Let's restart that. Damn, it was lagging a lot for me.
What have you done, Bexxy?
Bexxy, is your internet okay?
Broken
go.
Roll20.
I don't know. I can't say it.
Okay, okay. Alright. You guys, despite seeing that the round staircase, above you doesn't seem to have an end above your heads, Helga only climbs one floor upwards, exiting yet into another hallway. This one not as grandiose as before, but its restrictive nature still affects the peace in your minds. And she boldly steps forward.
Oh yeah.
Nyx, with a heavy sigh, reluctantly continues.
Yeah, I guess we keep following.
Yeah. Mattia will probably stick to it, yeah. Like a skittish animal.
Mom said it.
Alright, new music right now. Just doesn't want to work for me. But okay. Helga turns towards the east this time, turning her head to the west, turning away from the west tunnel where the wall lanterns have not been turned on. Before you can wonder what lurks within those shadowed corridors, you quickly instead turn your gazes towards a wooden door carved
Oh, that'd be
with
so cool.
a great tree.
Oh, I see Meulen.
And there is
Yeah, that's the
a
fire
placard
now, it's stick.
sitting neatly beside it that clearly
Yeah, for that
reads Steward Rahadin.
Yeah, it's also
Sorry, can you say that again?
With a placard sitting beside it that clearly states Steward Rahadin.
Can you type that, please?
Yeah.
You know Rahadin, Steward?
Yeah, the dude who got us in the beginning, like...
No, I don't know.
Well, I meant,
Oh,
like,
sorry,
I know that you can't know him.
No, we know him. It's just
I don't know him.
That's fair
Well,
enough.
yeah, you don't, but
I've never met this man in my life, yeah. Okay, so this guy.
he was the guy who held the parasol in my piece of artwork.
No, can't take battery. That's,
Yeah, he's the one who drove the coach to Castle Ravenloft and like invited you into like the dinner room.
they're
Yep.
so big.
Yep, yep, yep.
I just couldn't make it out with the way that you pronounced it.
Ah, Rahadin, Rahadin.
Yeah, you need.
It's mostly the
kind of
steward part.
Ah, Steward. Steward?
Yeah.
Like, because like the way you pronounce it is with a T.
I only
It's like-
caught Rahadin.
Steward.
I got Strahaden and I didn't
Yeah.
understand what the fuck
Strahaden.
Strahaden is.
That's just like, you know, when you like, when like some sort of experiment goes horribly wrong and you get like a fusion of two people that just wants to die. That's Strahaden.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the frick? Okay.
It's just because Stuart is a name, like an actual name. So I was like,
Yeah.
who the hell is Stuart?
Wait, his name
Steward.
is Stuart? Holy shit!
A steward.
Stuart is Stuart Harden.
God. Okay. Sorry.
No, not that one works. Okay. Then you quickly pass a short hallway with another metal door and what seems to be a staircase with light spilling down it. but she walks past that, and in front of you now you can see a metal door at the end of this corridor, but she turns south.
I think the tech battery is around 100 to 200K.
We taking the grand tour, Helga.
She softly calls out, "No, they're required to. This castle is vast, and we are going from one end to the other."
The dead body in the
Right.
hot tub.
So, where are we going?
That was me.
To your apartments, Lady Lyra furthermore. If you would please follow me.
I'm gonna whisper to Hamatia as we come down here and say, like, Hamatia, try and
It's stupid.
remember, keep a mental image of the
I'm going down to
pathways.
tennis court. You wanna
I
do
shall need to help crafting a map of
that?
this
We're going down to the
grand castle, if I can.
tennis court.
I'll try my best, but I'm not so good at remembering things.
There shall be a team effort.
We're stuck at the
Whatever.
top.
Maybe you remember things I don't.
Okay,
We're in the
so you've been here?
Not particularly right here. We
there's
took a ride with Strad
We
early
had
on.
invited for dinner before.
Oh, I see, but now stay the night plan.
no,
I
those
don't know
are
if we're staying the night. We're here for a grand ball at the request of Strad. Illyria had made the bargain with. So I hope. Wait. Do you know how to dance?
Well, I did learn from a few books, but I don't know if they're exactly up to date, or I never really got a proper review of my dances. So maybe.
I'm sure everything is. Whatever form that you take to dance is going to be fine. But this is all for Illyria. This guided tour, what Helga says, is the necessary tour. Can't help but think that Strad put his teleportation circle so far away so he can walk and flex on how big his castle is.
It's all about size with Strad, isn't it?
What?
What? I mean, this place is vain. It's not necessary, you just need a room, a kitchen, and a place to study, and that's it. Why do you need all of these corridors?
He is a lord of Barovia. And granted, this was not his castle to begin with, but he is now the current lord of the land. What the better tool to impose fear and awe at the same time, but that of a grand castle.
That's
He
fair
could
enough.
What is perplexing to me is that he could equally have the teleportation circle closer. He's just doing this to piss me off.
How much time it takes to prepare a teleportation spell like that?
Not long.
I'm pretty sure Void didn't have you in mind when he made it. I don't think
I'm
when-
sure that is true, but nevertheless, from what I've seen, if a mere child can do some sort of teleportation circle, he's such a lord of an entire land who has infinite amount of time to done more than one. But here we are. Enjoy the walk, I guess.
This place is freaking, not with like a stench, but it has like this oppressive atmosphere almost. Like it's smaller than it should be, in a way.
The fork that you came to revealed a wooden door with carved clusters of grate to the east, and once more a hidden staircase on the other side, this spot also spilling out warm light. Helga quickly climbs up the stairs that brings you to the scene here.
You can go on these mini adventures from car stuff. Tango spotted.
Passing a carved wooden railing, you step into what you can only describe as a glamorous lounge. Situated around a blazing fireplace is a sofa, armchairs, and a divan, all wrapped in bluish violet satin, looking plump, soft, and inviting, almost begging you to sit down and sink into the comfortable luxury.
I never experienced that before. It was like
The wooden parquet on the floor is of deep oak and polished to a dazzling shine, and sitting on it in the corner is a great skeleton head of... Yes, what can it be? A dragon? The last detail of grandeur here is the reddish, pink, violet light that seems to come from above. And glancing upwards, you feel dizzy as you stare into the immense interior of this tower, several stories tall.
take a look at that.
And leaning your head all the way back, you can see the source of the light. It's large and trembling a bit. It's hard to tell for sure, but as Helga leads you to the staircase in the corner, you're quite sure that you might see it closer at hand as she starts to climb upwards.
No, where are you going? Not that way. That way. To the bridge. No, not you.
As Nyx just like steps into the room, you like gasp at the skull of the dragon, and he will squint his eyes at it, and he wants to make a size comparison to that of Ghost Dragon.
Yeah, sure.
Dragon boss.
No, I mean, it's a little bit hard to be sure by the centimeter, but roughly so, yeah.
And does it look like it's made of bone or stone?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Intelligence?
Indeed, intelligence. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome.
Let's see if he does he
Roll
manage to
20,
get
please.
way over the bridge with that?
120, don't do this to me.
Yes, lagging.
Yeah, it's lagging like crazy.
Yeah, I might need to remove some of the...
I turned off the music because it wasn't really playing for me. It was more like a bunch of
Seriously.
noise.
An 8.
Oh, he's gonna shoot me.
Move this light. Let's see if it helps. Yeah. I wish I could have had more animated light sources, but it's just so heavy on the system. So if you just remove it and...
Yeah.
Should be fine. As big as it is. There we go. Already sounds better for me. Okay, an 8. I mean, it's very well made. So it's a little bit hard to tell. And since Helga's pushing you forward, you're not sure.
I feel bad for them. I feel really bad for them because they.
Okay, I'll just take a mental note that a freaking dragon skull exists in this lounge.
Yeah, I mean,
I just go. I don't know.
assume Illyria also notices.
Is Helga looking down to us to continue following her?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Continue pushing you
Then-
forward.
I'm not gonna move my token, I'm just gonna refresh my roll 20.
Yeah, I'm also flashing all.
Yeah, me too.
Now I can't see shit. Oh, I can't see shit. Okay, I'm good.
Everybody refreshes. I knew that there was going to be some kinks like this to see how much the system could take.
I'll try it. Hey.
I whisper to Nix, should we ask about that?
I don't think now's the time.
Okay, but you forget.
Maybe later when Helga doesn't seem so anxious.
Yes, we need someone with information we can suck up to, I think.
I've always felt like Helga isn't exactly happy to be here, but right now she seems on a mission to take us somewhere.
Seems like we've interrupted her in the middle of a coffee break.
What's coffee?
Wait. Oh shit.
Is that some hag delicacy?
We don't have delicacies. It's more like a bean, a black bean, that you smash into pieces, and then you put in hot water, and it makes you a bit more aware of your surroundings.
Like
More
bean
focused.
soup?
Bitter, hot, black bean soup that you drink.
It's a bean drink?
Yes, you smash the bean, and put the powder in the water, mix it, and then drink.
On purpose, you do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
Does it
judge.
taste nice? Nice and sweet?
No, it's bitter as all hell.
Once again, you do this on purpose?
Yeah, it helps you focus. Think of it like an enhancement drug of sort.
Oh, enhancement drug. Yeah, we have like some plants that work in the Vistani.
Oh.
You smoke them though.
Oh, I see.
Same.
So you put them in a pipe and you light them on fire.
That's the general gist of it, or you throw a whole bunch of them into a fire whilst you're in a tent and you just enjoy.
Oh, how does that work? I mean, if it's burning, why would they affect you?
It's the nature of the plant, just like your bean drink.
Oh, I see. So maybe we should give her one of those one of these days.
I'm not sure she has the constitution for it being undead and everything.
Oh, that's why she looks like Casimir.
I wouldn't put it exactly like that, but she does have the same expression on her face as Casimir does.
Yeah, so happy her faces in funerals. Well, I guess that's everyone, almost everyone in Barovia seem to have a variation of this expression as a best expression.
Yes, it's very common with the halfers. Are you okay? It's quite dusty in here.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No worries. Take a few deep breaths. I'm sure we'll get some water soon. And follow Helga.
All right.
Sugar you have? The super sugar, the Alyoka. Okay.
It's a long and hard climb, leaving you all breathless as you conquer a floor,
Look at that sugar in the
then
Alyoka,
another,
okay?
and then you lose
There's
count.
there's
But all the while you come closer and closer to that pulsating light. As your legs get to rest a little bit on a flat floor, you finally are able to see that light source up close.
Sugar is 83,000.
Oh my.
And
Oh, Jesus.
Held aloft by several great wrought iron chains is well, there's no other way to describe it, but perhaps very hot, made of crystal, beating to its own rhythm. It reflects light like a crystal, but how it moves is like flesh. It's fascinating, but macabre. And as you walk up the last bit up towards a wooden door, you can't help yourself but stare at it for as long as possible.
What is that?
I wish Asfodha was here. I don't know if it's natural or if it's crafted. It certainly looks natural. It freaks me the fuck out.
This is... I have no words. What is...
The aesthetics of Ravenloft are certainly curious.
Is this like something from an artistic movement or something?
No movement I've seen, but I'm gonna look at it and say, like, given the size of it, could it fit inside a dragon? They just saw a dragon skull. Is this a dragon heart?
Yeah, it's a dragon. Ghost dragon size.
Big, to be honest.
Well, in comparison to the skull, I mean, this heart is basically the skull times 1.5. So if a dragon has a heart bigger than its skull, then sure.
He just really likes to give out a lot of love. It's the
A big
Grinch's
heart, a big heart.
Aww.
Okay. Does it look natural in any way, or is it still look like crystalline and such?
The texture of it is like crystal, but the crystal moves like stretchy elastic flesh, and so it just doesn't make any kind of sense. And yeah, it's a bit macabre and strange.
Why would Stad want to show this to his guest? Yes.
That I could not say.
What is the message here? We welcome you with an open heart.
Don't know.
Can I get any tingly feelings on my whiskers? Or like, do I feel like, okay, it's macabre and kind of very off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
But in this space with the light and the glow, if I just take a beat, to
Oh my god.
feel, does it feel like there is some force in this area? Like, does it feel like this thing has a presence to it?
Oh, interesting. Make me an occult with composure.
Alright, totally composed right now.
So composed, man.
Alright, with composure. Okay, so that would just be that. It's a cool 13.
The heart definitely has a presence, but in what way, you cannot tell. Right now, it's just overwhelming and strange.
He's trying to upstage me.
Fuck you, huh?
I will try and flex my own presence on the heart. Do a power pose. You don't threaten me, heart.
Okay. Helga, who has walked up quite far up the stairs, up towards that The ceiling that the heart is attached to gives you a poignant look.
Do you have a key? Yeah.
Okay. So she's continuing up the spiral staircase. She's not going through the room with the curtains.
No, and this door is actually closed. So there's a door here. So not sure
Okay.
what's over there.
No
But
entry sign there.
Helga continues up. No, not turn order.
I think she
Continues up the stairs here.
We can probably worry about this later.
I have no idea what it is. I get a weird feeling from it. Let's keep going.
Alright. At the top of these stairs, your escort finally falls behind. And Helga opens a wooden door with seemingly no handle or lock by touching the necklace once more. Then she pushes open the door, then steps aside and lets you enter on your own accord. Which I guess you do.
Yeah, we're following.
Yeah.
We're just not on the map, so.
Yeah. We're not on the map. No.
Nice. Start.
Okay. Now we're on the map.
That you should be.
Just shift ping us. So.
Yes. Can't have the ruler open. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're here.
Alright. You step into a warm interior. Immediately what you see is a comfortable seating area with a fireplace. A couch with that inviting velvet and plum design, but this one is the color of a forest green. A table set with wine, glasses, a basket of apples, and a bowl with small but enticing baked goods. A door to the east stands open to a bathroom with a clear white tub inside of it with golden lion's feet, filled with warm water that clearly steams. And directly forward, behind a violet curtain, there's another door open, with a warm royal blue carpet beyond with golden embroidery. And so far of its interior you can only see a inviting green velvet divan sitting underneath a leaded and painted window. Before you can go exploring the room, however, Helga catches your attention. Behind her and over her shoulder is a painting of a woman with red hair in relief, smelling a red flower with a clear expression of rapture on her face. Helga exclaims with her soft voice, "This is yours, Lady Lyria furthermore, gifted to you graciously by Lord Strahd. The festivities will begin in a few short hours. Before then, make yourself comfortable and at home. Someone will be here to escort you to the ball when it's time. Strahd has also bequeathed 2 other gifts upon you all. The second one is a gift to choose your own attire for tonight's masquerade ball of a century. The third gift will be brought to you shortly. But until then, tell me what you want, and let me take your measurements, and we shall provide post-haste."
Will you be taking the measurements, Helga?
Yes. In my former life, I used to be a tailor, owner of the Beast Rose. Now, I use my talents for better things.
Like sizing
Lyria
people up.
is just-
I need to finish my quests.
2 spoke at the same time.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's why I shut up.
Go ahead.
Oh, Illyria is just kind of like a bit like overwhelmed and just kind of like, kind of like staring a little, like not knowing what to say, like a little bit like open mouth, and just like, thanks.
No
Not
need.
really- Okay, sorry.
No need to thank us. Now, who shall be first?
Well, this is your ball, Illyria. It's only fitting for you to go first.
Right.
Out of interest, Helgar, which rooms are for myself and for Hamati here?
Lady Lyria is free to divide her rooms as she sees fit. You are staying by her graces.
Right. And any particular reason why we weren't graced with these kind of rooms last time we were here and forced to stay in more or less a dungeon?
It wasn't properly prepared. Our apologies.
Okay, we're gonna go.
I'm sure it's not your fault, Helga. It's just... would have been nice to have a pillow at least. I'm not bitter. Much.
I remember there were pillows, but I assure you and hope that these present chambers are more up to your standard, Bastani.
I like the colors. Illyria, your measurements await.
Yeah,
I'll take a
make
look.
yourself comfortable.
Oh, I'm so comfortable right now.
Lyra gives you this like really awkward, like kind of like smile,
Go
like,
kill him then.
yeah.
Mission. You're a man on a mission.
Nyx gives her a blank, like, stare down. Like,
I'm coming out
this,
of the building now.
such a big mess we're in now, but here we are.
Oh, Lady Saint Illyria, may I have permission to eat from these delicious goods presented to us?
We're on your left.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, this is your place too now.
Hamatia gives an overly courteous bow and says, Your Grace. She immediately picks up like 3 apples from the basket and scurries off somewhere to eat them.
Lyria just kind of like looks very defeated.
I'm in the
Nyx,
building.
Nyx gonna go exploring whilst you get measured.
Alright.
Then
Yeah, the big
Okay, you give your
I'm coming
your
out.
wishes, and she
Yes.
takes your measurements. Brings out like a little book where she writes down some stuff. She has like that's a very small closet next.
Oh.
uh,
Gonna go into the corner and like rock myself in the fetal position.
yeah, she writes down your measurements in a little book, and and she actually makes a quick sketch as you're talking, quite expertly made, and you're able to give your thoughts upon it, and she's very polite, and you're able to do like. First, you're a little bit scared of what you're able to ask for, but she proves to just accept whatever you say.
How many more?
Lyria seems very positively surprised, considering what she was probably expecting.
How long would that take?
10 minutes?
That's a willpower.
Enough for a ritual casting of detect magic?
Sure.
Oh no.
And it's gonna sit on like the little armoire there, or whatever it is, at the foot of the bed. Open up
footlocker?
his book,
Yeah.
and he starts reading it to himself from the blank pages that write to themselves as he is whispering these words. They magically appear on the pages in like red text. as he ritually casts detect magic whilst creating his story. It's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, Amatia will be on the back seat if it was the back seat and just watch really closely as she's munching down on food.
She's holding the ball in the one hand and he's just shoving down the baked
Yeah,
goods with the other.
So halfway through the ritual casting, he needs to look up there like, really?
This is really cool.
I'm pretty certain that your dear mother wouldn't have taught you table manners. Would you mind chewing with your mouth closed, Hamatia?
I literally eat worms. What table manners do you think I have? Okay, I leave my mouth closed. Because it don't do.
It's just like, it's really loud. I'm trying to concentrate here.
Well, it's so tasty. You should probably have a bite after I'm done. If I leave you any.
I'm not entirely sure I have an appetite to eat from this castle after last time I was here.
Well, if you are stuck in a place you don't want to be in, you might as well make the most of it.
Is it flavorful at least? Do you taste?
Yeah, it tastes amazing. I mean, it's sweet and it's crunchy, and did you guys eat this? It's better than what I had back at home. Way better.
Can somebody get Martia like an actual meal?
This is so much better than a caterpillar.
I will take your word for it. You would have liked Kelvin, though. You had had many of conversation.
Oh, he liked eating insects too. Oh.
Well, he liked being alive, but, he also liked mushrooms.
Oh, I've never really eaten any mushroom. I've heard they do bad things to your mind.
Not those kind of mushrooms.
Oh.
But sometimes those kind of mushrooms.
I see.
He was curious for a gnome, but ultimately he didn't mind eating the weird stuff too. Anyway, I'm
sorry.
This story won't write itself.
Alright.
I feel what you did there.
Okay. So, at the same time you're hearing Illyria faintly from the bubble of your concentration wrapping up with Helga, your ritual casting finishes. And that inner arcane sense where everything starts to glow when this magical lights up. What is ever present around you, suffused into the stone and wood that makes up this castle, is a constant but faint source of grey magic.
Oh yes, snap, snaps up.
Magic is weaved into the structure of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay, well we're...
The second thing you notice that quickly overtakes the first observation is that below your feet is a gigantic, massive
Killed blue wall guy.
source
Pushing back up
of
back, there's
blue on your radar, of abjuration.
Like, in this room?
No, below your feet.
Oh, way below. Okay.
It was 6 meters, so just below your feet, at the kind of edge of your vision, is a huge source of blue.
Where the heart was?
Mm-hmm. And then there's also a very faint aura coming up from the book that is sitting here on the table. That one. Oh.
Yeah, I will instinctively raise my feet off the ground just for a moment as I see this massive amount of abjuration.
Yeah.
And close my book shut And yeah, definitely, if that stands out to me, I will squint at it, and then with one last look at the ground, I walk over to the book
Alright.
and read the. I don't touch it. I want to read the cover.
It says help in need on the cover. And it in your divine, not divine, but arcane sight, it lights up a purple, which means illusion.
Curious. Out of everything in this room, this is the only thing that really has a strange hint of magic here. Hamatia, you are wizened in the ways of illusion, perhaps, or enchantment. Something about this book has something in it. Or when we were in Argenbosholt, the picture itself was so lit up with illusion magic, so... I don't know, just...
I'll take a look at it, but I didn't really go into any magic school or something
I
of the
think
sort.
that Illyria.
I... Just suggesting that
I think
maybe... Well, I'm looking too. I was just suggesting maybe you look with me, and the premise that there could be some illusion shenanigans with this book.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's illusion, I might be able to spot something I'm aware of. I search for anything that might be familiar to what Hamatia knows about illusionary magic, or anything that she saw Morgantha do, or anything that she overheard or eavesdropped from the hags.
I'll look where, if I can get closer to any sort of like specific location where this illusionary magic is presenting itself, I'll like pick up the book and look closer.
Also, I think Illyria probably.
I'm sorry, I actually made a wrong call. It's transmutation. Sorry.
Transmutation.
Yes.
Oh.
Illyria probably took the necklace with her just in case, so you'll probably clock that too.
Oh, she's wearing the necklace?
Bloodstains over here.
Yeah! You're in the range of the... Yeah, you got the necklace in your...
I haven't. Well, I would have. Illyria would have been within my range
Yeah,
since I've done this before, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Open the trunk.
But I think I already said that the necklace gives off like a...
Yeah,
divination
but
or...
you already know that.
Yeah, we know it's divination.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know.
that's why Nick's asked about like why you still keeping it. It's like you use it to like track you,
Right.
but then you're like, no, Nick, Star
Right.
can identify us and find us whenever. And Nick's was like, well, okay, if you want to, but whatever.
I mean, I think she usually leaves it like, you know, sort of like bottom of her bag, like somewhere in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doesn't change anything unless we have a bag of holding it.
Hamardia, you can make me a occult intelligence looking over it.
A what?
Occult intelligence.
Okay.
He doesn't know about Johnny.
Since we're looking together, she can roll with advantage, right?
Yeah. If you both have, you know, you both have occult, so yes.
I'm a jack of all trades, so I'm good at everything.
Oh God.
I'm good at cold, but the intelligence is shit.
I'm
so.
mediocre at everything.
Nope.
With advantage.
Yeah. You were about to make a final, like a fatal mistake in your investigation, but then Nyx is like,
Yes.
Oh no!
I heard
The gods are binary tonight.
Gods almighty.
"What the frick?"
Mother Night embrace you.
Okay,
Yeah, Mother Night protects me. Bex.
apparently so. Well, doesn't seem to be trapped. So you open up the first page, is your spot. You open up the second, which has a little poem that in very nice calligraphy that says, when in need, write upon these pages in black ink, and your wishes shall be answered. Then flipping through the rest of the book, it is completely empty. And then considering the transmutation, the little poem, the black ink that is sitting on the table there beside the book. You're perhaps thinking to yourself that perhaps it can be some kind of messaging device.
Oh god. Is this basically a room service book?
I think so, yeah.
It's basically a room service book.
So, apparently you make a request, you write a request in this book and it will be answered by whom I have no idea, but I can take a solid guess and say probably there is someone in the castle staff that probably listens to the book, and whenever a request is submitted, he takes care of it. So do you need a manicure or something?
I need a lot of things, Hamatia. But I wouldn't necessarily say that this book or the person to bring it would exactly acquiesce my wishes.
I'm pretty sure that this has some limitations. No. It just doesn't know what. This.
Nyx will like. Is there a pen, like an inkwell or something?
Yeah, sitting on the table beside it.
Given that he doesn't have any sort of illusion that this can't be done, he takes the inkwell and writes into the page the word hope.
Wow, big sandwich.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah, he needs someone to bring it to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So Helga softly calls from... Well, first of all, after you've written in like hope on the page, it stays for a while and then like bleeds into the paper and disappears. Then Helga calls out from the hallway, asking for the next one.
You and me, Hamatia.
I think you should go. You deserve something nice.
I'm not sure. Nice to come to it, but if we are here to dress to impress, I do have a couple of things in mind that, well, will stretch this seamstress talents. I want to see if some sort of challenge will bring some different expression to Helga's face. So don't be alarmed if whatever she brings is a little out there.
With you, a little out there would be quite ordinary.
He looks at Hamatia like not sure if that is a compliment or an insult.
You see a face that searches for confirmation or approval.
Says this back and forth of, did you, what? And then without any actual resolution into looking at
Maybe that's a compliment, I'm sorry.
he goes through the curtain, still thinking about what the fuck. Okay. As he passes Illyria, it's like, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
Was she gentle?
I mean, yes.
No inappropriate groping.
What the fuck? Why?
Illyria just kind of looks at you like, what the fuck?
I'm just looking after your well-being, area. I mean, the last time we hear there was some other certain boundaries that were crossed. I'm making sure that no boundaries have yet crossed.
There's only one person you need to warn in that regard.
Rahadin?
Yes, sure.
He knows that it was all like sarcastic. He knows that was wrong. It's like if it made her smile, then
She just kind of kind of like looks for a second and just kind of like says, "Yeah, sure," and like chuckles a little and heads in the room.
Nix gives a nod and goes to where Helga is calling. And looks at her and says, "Be gentle." Or not, it's your call, but I do have a few thoughts.
She looks rather quizzically at you and says, "There's only one emotion when you create clothes. That is a sense of wonder.
Aww.
No
A wonder
gentleness
for
or
who?
roughness. For both of us. For this journey."
Would you say that you get joy out of this, Helga?
Yes. That I do.
And yet you are here, trapped within the walls of Castle Ravenloft, bound to the Lord of the Land,
Got to level 30, so
begging and hoping for the next chance that you get to measure someone to craft some clothes for them. Are you sure that you want to be here?
We are all trapped and bound to the Lord of Barovia. I have merely accepted my fate. You continue to squirm in perpetuity. But I hope that my talents will help bring forth the diplomacy that was promised with the Protectorate. So my craft and my talents can be used more.
have anything that's capable of doing that, but it's
Well, then let me try and give you something with plenty of detail to
control clip.
prolong your joy as much as possible, despite your accepted fate.
Thank you, sir. Now, what do you have in mind?
Well, let me tell you. And
Right.
you'll go on to explain.
Okay. Hamaria, Illyria. Illyria, what's your overall feeling as you step into this room?
Dread, guilt. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, Illyria,
Yes?
when did you strike this deal?
Way back when we got to Valaki.
The one thing I don't understand out of all of this, and this is all pretty absurd, is why didn't you tell your friends about that? It would. Such a deal is bound to bite you in the behind, which it did. And yet you seem to almost blissfully ignore it.
Maybe I was.
But why? Why not? You have support, you have people who care for you. You had Asphoda and you have Nyx. You can confide in them.
Oh,
They will accept
probably
you.
not anymore.
Not if you continue to be dishonest with them, no.
Well, they never trusted my judgment in this matter.
Do you trust in your judgment?
I do, yes.
Then you should probably stand by your judgment. believe you are a smart woman, Illyria. Despite this being a terrible mistake and a terrible bargain, but I think
I will make sure that we get out of here alright.
just don't pull any strings you don't want that someone else will pull you back with. No, don't attach yourself to him. That's what he wants. He wants you to take the deal. That's what we sort of people do.
Well, I won't take it.
Do you promise?
Illyria
Not from me.
hesitates.
I will never judge your actions. I am merely an observer here. I have no agency nor choice in what you or Nix decide to do. So I am as fair can be. I will voice my opinion, but I will follow you.
I'll try not to. I wouldn't without a good reason.
That's a fair answer. But I am not the one you should explain these things to. The person you need to have a good long talk with is over that door.
Well, yes. Do wonder what he comes up with.
Listen, you two care for each other, and that's something that's incredibly rare in Borovia. So I implore you to do whatever you can to keep it that way. You
I
can,
think I already messed it up.
well, you can still fix it. It's not something irreparable.
Can try. I will try.
That's heartening to hear. Oh, do you want pastry here? I have a bit too much for what my little tummy can take.
I'm not feeling hungry. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so yourself. I'll just eat it anyway.
So, you have any thoughts on what you want to wear?
Yes, I have a pretty neat concept in my mind. I am mostly thinking about it to avoid the fact that we are probably meeting my family here. I have no idea how I will react when I see them.
You're going to be fine, alright?
Well, I'm going to be fine. The answer is how. What will. I didn't know if I'll be able to spot them, or maybe I'll be able to spot me. What if they'll like take me into some sort of back room and shank me there and be done with it? I don't think they will, but it's a possibility. We are entering the lion's den, and maybe you have a few enemies there too, but I'm not aware of. We need to be careful.
Yeah. I won't let any harm come to you guys.
And we need to be there for Nix too. We don't want him to
Nix had probably the roughest time out of all of us the last time you were here.
be. 'Told me about some of it. Yeah, I am willing to be there for Nix too. We don't want him to be.
Yeah. I won't let any harm come to you guys. And I won't let any harm come to you guys. Nix had probably the roughest time out of all of us the last time you were here.
Told me about some of it.
think I wished I could have done this, well, without dragging you into it. And Nix.
Well, for better or worse, here we are, stuck together in this gilded cage.
Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's a better cage than what I had, but it's a cage nevertheless. We should enjoy our time here, at least try to. It will
Yes.
also make gathering intel easier if we are able to gather some piece of information that we might not have without us being here, when perhaps our stay here would actually count as a victory of sorts.
Yes. Well, I mean, if this goes well, I mean, at least our horses weren't eaten by bats recently.
Oh. So that's part of the reason you hate bats? Part of the reason, I suppose.
Well, I mean, bats are kind of his thing, aren't they?
I don't know.
When we got that killer for him, he showed himself and his face made out of bats.
Ooh, that's a bit dramatic, wouldn't you say so? A bit bombastic, even.
And he then proclaimed to the entirety of Valaki that it was me who they have to thank for that.
And that's why you're a lady saint?
I mean, I was a lady before, but that's where the saint came from, yeah.
Oh, well. Wow, okay.
So, and Illyria is very clearly trying to steer the topic to something like lighter. It's like, so tell me, what exactly did you have in mind? A dress, or?
Oh yes, very classical looking dress, nothing too fancy, but actually quite fancy.
Oh shit,
So,
just that
and I start, and Hamadia starts raving on about the dress, which I don't want to reveal yet!
Yeah, like, I felt like this would be, good. Like,
No, exactly. At that point, Helga actually calls for Harmonia. Your turn.
Time to take my measurements, but not like this, actually like this. And Hamadia will shapeshift just a little bit, so she will go a bit taller, add a bit more muscle mass to her flesh, so that she'll not look like she's malnourished, but actually fit. And give herself a little bit more of a mature face and a bit more mature features.
Oh.
Yeah, you can still recognize her, but she looks like a version of her, a bit more feminine looking and a bit more mature looking. Like she wasn't starved for almost for her whole life, basically.
Alright, and you go off to talk with Helga. What you want?
Yeah, so I'm telling her what I want.
Okay, and at the same time as our party discusses what kind of party clothing they want, we're going to turn our gazes downwards once more into the murky depths of Castle Ravenloft, into the dungeons.
I found some toothpaste there.
Ooh, spicy.
But before we do, we're gonna go for a short break. Woo!
How dare you?
Wood God, you're muted. Wood God.
Oh my god. Calm
Wood
your
God.
tits, Ben.
Okay, give me a moment, I'm hyped. Fuck.
Where's your stash?
Woody,
Wood
you
God.
there, Woody?
Wood God.
Oh,
Well, I'm here. Don't worry.
hi!
welcome!
Welcome.
Welcome.
Madness.
Welcome to Curse of Mother, Torment, Misery, Mother
What?
thing. What?
That's not what it's called.
He starts to sound like me when I make my announcements. I start messing the things up.
How are you?
Hello.
I haven't talked to you in like days or something.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, wow. Thanks
How
for
are
the
you guys
ice
doing?
cream, yeah.
We are currently without hope.
That's good. That's good.
F.
Glad to hear it.
Big
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
I mean, to be fair, when was the last time we had hope?
Oh boy. That sounds fun.
1984.
Yeah, but
It's not that bad, guys.
Come on!
It's not
sure
that
it's
So bleak.
it's nothing but death.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's worse.
I mean,
No,
it's not Curse of
no.
Mother
I
fun.
love
Or... Yeah.
I'm sure
Motherfuckers.
it's fine. That'll be
Curse of Mother Cookie.
I'm sure everything will work out fine, or we will die. Them's the options.
Yeah.
I think they had
sounds
hope
fair.
when they walked out of Death House.
Yo. Oh man, Death House. Death House is like.
I don't
I
know.
definitely-
I mean, I stabbed a baby.
Stop.
Stab the baby. Yep, you did stab it. You,
Wait, you
Yeah.
stabbed the baby?
Yeah.
Like in Death House or in some?
Yeah, I stabbed a baby.
Oh yeah. Well, at least you didn't
But-
How
burn
could you
it.
kill the baby? That's
It was
that's
different
horrible.
back then.
Yeah.
Back then, when we ran the Death House, I think we had like maybe 8 or 9 natural 20s, and we just obliterated the mound.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
fine.
It's the
Or
only
maybe-
time
So
when
the opposite of what happened to us.
yeah, it's the only time that I've seen that Death House was conquered by domination as opposed to figuring out the trick.
I think it happened like
Bexxy's
twice.
Rampage.
There was
Yeah.
a trick to it.
You just need to run a baby through with a rapier and make a baby kebab.
You know, sometimes you just gotta skewer a baby. It's fine.
Sometimes you have to stab it through the head, yeah.
But to be completely fair, Death House looks a bit moderate compared to some of the things that happened in this game. Just saying.
I
Yeah,
think they're
same.
pretty equal. I would say. Yeah.
I don't know, a certain murder case was a bit darker, I'd say.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if it was the same, Bexxy. Like,
Oh.
Death House is kind of unsettling.
That house is
I
dark
wouldn't
and
call-
creepy, but then
Yeah.
there was what was her name? Annabelle.
Yeah.
Arabelle.
But-
Okay,
Arabelle.
Arabelle.
Yeah.
Damn.
Even I know
I'm
that.
sorry about that.
I was traumatized
Oh,
by
is,
it.
that- is
Anyway.
that the maid? Is that the maid?
No.
No,
No,
it's
so-
an actor in.
That was something that happened in our campaign.
And you get to talk
Oh.
about it now to this person who don't know anything. Woo!
Adrian, go ahead.
I don't know anything.
You're in the dungeon, so enjoy
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, what are you doing
yeah,
in
yeah.
the dungeon?
We
That's
gotta
a good
talk about
question,
that. We
yeah.
gotta talk about that later. But first
That's
of
a
all,
good question.
refill your drinks, empty your bladders to come back happy and satisfied.
Okay.
Welcome
so
to
we're
the
back.
dungeon!
Yes!
I
Let's
mean,
do it. I gotta go refill my glass.
Alright, Bexxy, I can't see anything. Is that fine?
Oh, what? Hi?
We're back.
I don't. Like my token. I can see my token.
Yes, and nothing else because it's pitch
Yes.
but dark where you are and you don't have dark.
Great. Awesome. Yep.
Yes.
Making sure.
Let me actually give you the 1 meter of dim light, so you don't feel completely lost. There you go. I'll be back.
All right.
I'm back.
Alright.
Oh,
I am back.
Like I said,
I am here.
Woo!
All right, all right, all right.
we're hitting level 2 or what? Wasn't level 1 is matches, right?
We will do the things. I am completely blind on purpose, right?
On purpose, indeed.
It's so dark, like my hope. I will pingo.
It's gonna take 80 hours for this.
Good job with the pinging.
How long is
Am I pinging close?
Kinda.
Alright, they're back.
Welcome back.
I don't have chocolate milk today, so we're pretending to be healthy and drinking a smoothie.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay. Are we ready? Everybody?
Yes.
I do believe so. Hopefully.
Okay. Are you sure?
Can't see shit still, but that's fine.
Yes.
This is great.
I'm back.
Alright, fuck. I almost forgot Cookie. Lol. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. So, let's bring it in again. Thad.
the brown handle knives you need for
A few
the
hours ago,
MP5?
or so you think. Because you have no way of telling time where you are. You awoke in this cell, filled with water, up and slightly past your knee.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's dawn or dusk, morning or evening. All you know is these 3 cold stone walls around you, and the sharp iron bars in front of you. You were conversed a little bit with the cellmate who introduced himself as Emil.
577? Yeah, I can buy a
What was the name again?
Emil Toranescu.
Emil.
Yes, I wrote it up into your little document.
All right.
He informed you where you were. You are in the dungeons, in the deep
Is that what they're
of a place called Casa Raymondloft.
Augmented.
He says he's a hunter from Valaki that unfortunately met some
Stuff in the
scary wolves in the forest, bigger
bed station.
than what he usually faces, and he was driven towards the castle and then captured by some denizens of it and brought in here. After a few words of small talk, you promise as much as you can that if you're able to help the other become free, then you settle into a silence as you're just listening to the water squelching around you, feeling your bones ache and shiver from the cold of the water, feeling a deep knot in your stomach from going hungry for too long. In this wet darkness, what is going through his mind?
Well, it's very dark in here. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I yell out. Alright. Anyone out there? Please. Just want a cup of water, maybe?
It's
Oh.
the big iron.
The water ain't the problem, friend. It's all around you. It tastes stale, but it's the hunger that gets you.
Oh no, I know.
No,
Do I have anything on me?
no. Except
No?
for your clothing.
So just my clothes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've made
Well, this is a shit show. This wasn't supposed to be like this. You know how that is, right? You came here with your fucking chased by wolves. I came here because I don't remember. I think they're all dead. Yeah. Yeah. Let's not think about that right now. We have a mission. And he claps his hands together, rubs them. We have a mission. All right. Yep. Yeah, we can do this. Okay. Yep. Whew. And I try and bang on the bars and call for someone. Maybe a god. Hello. Anyone? Please. Please. Just want a cup of water, you know? Maybe a nice little steak too. No? Yeah, that's fair.
save your strength,
Well, how
my
about-
friend.
How do you think we're gonna pass the time here? What do you think they're gonna do with us?
So far, they haven't done anything to me.
How long do you think you've been here?
Hi. Days, at least.
Longer than me, for sure. Longer than me, for sure.
The
Think about food again.
The guy to my right stopped talking some time ago. I think he's done for. I'm getting weaker every day.
Are there any other people in the cell?
No, it's only you.
So just the two of us, or is it just my cell?
Are you hear
So-
somebody calling from a cell
Gotcha.
over?
So it's one person per cell.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So the guy to your right, just stop talking.
Flashlight.
Yes.
What was his name?
It was Cadiz.
Hadis. That's a weird name.
What is that?
Yes, came from outside the mists.
Oh yeah. All right. Wait, were you born here?
I don't
Inside.
Yes,
That's fucked.
know.
I guess so. I don't have anything to compare it to.
So you lived inside the whole time?
There's no other way than to live it when you're born here. There's
Can no one leave? Is that for sure?
I never heard anybody leaving.
Well, this makes my mission a bit harder.
It's the mists, you see. I think you went through them. Did you not? That wall.
I believe I did. Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy after that, but remember a lot of screaming and death.
Sounds like
Yeah.
my home.
Yeah. Yeah, they all died.
Sorry to hear that, friend.
What was that?
Sorry to hear that, friend.
Oh,
Can't stand long
Yeah.
distance, so I just moved.
yeah, me too.
a little bit of
I,
melancholia. You kind
Yeah,
of settle in. You're quiet for a while. And then to your surprise, there's this screeching sound of metal rubbing against metal. And then in the far, far reaches of the corridor, you can see a faint light coming closer and closer as heavy footsteps wade through the knee-high water.
You got a glass of water, mate? I'm a bit thirsty here.
There's no answer, but you stare soon enough
Oh,
to the
fuck.
face of what seems to be a wood elf.
Give you a fucking
A wood elf. Do I recognize the face?
No, you do not.
No. So I walk up to the boss. Hi, friend. Care to help me out of this pickle?
No, it's exactly
Greetings.
like living in Brighton versus like one of you lives in Brighton and the other one lives in like Glasgow.
He kind of takes a look at you up and down, taking you all in, and you're a little bit uncertain
It's a
about
little
it,
bit
but the
longer
more you look at him, holding there his little lantern in his hand, you can swear that for a second there seems to be some tendrils of smoke that kind of like tornadoed up his body in some strange, wispy movement. But you blink,
care.
and it's gone.
I've had friends with benefits.
And he continues.
It's-
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dungeon without my stuff.
I've never picked.
Inside of this mist fuckhole.
I've never been friends with benefits with anyone.
I would mind my language in the presence of your betters. Take it as a free advice. You will live longer that way.
I think you just closed it.
Gee, thanks.
Actually, no.
But yes,
Any other
you
great
are
advice?
in the dungeon, but not any, just any kind of dungeon.
Am I being shot at?
You're in Castle Ravenloft,
Yeah, we are.
Uh-huh.
ruled by
Sniper scared.
Strad von
I'm
Sarovich.
trying so hard right now.
Oh.
Oh!
And
Did
you
shoot me?
Oh, it's that guy's castle.
are
Alright.
his guest.
His what?
He,
His guest.
Come again? I
His
think I
guest.
must have misheard you. Oh, his guest. Oh,
You can turn me
no.
up.
That's,
that's nice.
I'm sorry. That can't be right. You see, usually you don't lock up your guests in the dungeon and take all their stuff. It's a bit inhospitable, you see. But it seems that's what you've done, so it must have been some kind of miscommunication, man.
You are quite mistaken. You were the one who came in here with a small invasion force and insulted my lord to his face. You should be thankful that you still have your life.
Listen, man, I just came here because our envoy has been missing, and I just want to make sure that she's fine and find her and bring her back and get the hell out of this place, man. That's all I want. That's literally all I want, man. I'm sorry. He did kill all of my party just to make sure. Right? I wasn't imagining it. That wasn't a dream.
As I said, they threatened him, insulted him, and you hurt him. So,
I think there's a guy.
it's a gift
Yeah.
that you are here alive.
Oh, wait.
I just want out, man. I just want to finish my mission, find this fucking envoy, get out of this fucking palace, and get the fuck out of this place. See, I'm getting better. See, I didn't use fuckhole, which is what this place is. I used place because I'm being nice, you see. I'm learning.
So you are some kind of soldier?
Just double click on the gun. Double click.
Soldier?
Okay, there's nothing in the chat.
Yes.
Then put
No.
that ammo in.
The fuck? What
Then
makes you think I'm a
are
soldier?
A mercenary.
Oh, it's a 366.
Of sorts. I do some mercenary work in my off times.
How much were you offered for this mission of yours?
So you have to use the other one.
Why are you asking?
Can't put that on because it doesn't,
We,
it doesn't have the rails.
as in Strad von Sarovich, is offering a new mission
You can't mod that
for
here.
you.
What kind of mission?
I'm on the other side of the wall.
This envoy of yours,
He's in some bush.
she is here
There you go.
in the castle.
That's
I need to wait for him to have a gun.
Indeed.
Just throw
And whilst
throw-
you are
throw your
unable
gun
to
on the
leave
ground,
now,
so you can just pick it up.
if you follow what my lord wants and protect her, then you will become a very rich man indeed.
How much?
100 gold coins per month.
Per day?
100 gold coins per month.
150.
100 gold coins per month.
I got a Meulen. I feel
You don't have a hard bargain.
but like it's not.
I do need all my stuff back though.
We had to make sure there was nothing
I'm not gonna be taking
strange about it,
swabs of the Meulen.
but you will be given it back
Not that good at
if you accept this offer.
All of it?
If I was like really good at one time.
Yes,
All of my stuff?
you will
Not-
need
not-
it. And
None of it is taken.
no, we just made sure your paltry inventory is not of interest to us.
Yeah, Schweine has a tendency to just like rub against it.
What does this guard entail? What does the guard mission entail? Except just following her around and stuff.
You will simply lay down your life for hers.
So you see, money's not good if I'm dead.
Well, it's either this or you rot. It's your choice.
We have
What's your name, friend?
let's see if that works.
It's Rahadin, the steward.
Let's see if we can open that thing up.
The steward? Oh, that's a weird name.
Wait, how is he not dead?
It's a
Is
title.
that a family name?
You dumb wimp.
You can open up the thing. Please don't kill him. I need the kill.
Alright. You do drive a hard bargain. But I believe you got yourself a deal. And I reach out my hand through the bars.
I hope that was 40 meters. Let's see.
It's not really a bargain, it's just a simple choice between life and death. We will, we also want updates of what Lady Illyria Fedemore is up to.
Who's coming?
Yes? And then protect her.
I don't want.
And then
That
you
sounds
will
fair.
let free, and you will be given the
let's
coin.
Let's just.
And
Yes.
how much, how long do I have to do it before I'm out of this place?
For for as long as we deem necessary.
I like them.
But just imagine the pay. Even if you do not get
Oh shit.
out of here, I can see a mansion and a fleet of servants in your near future.
We're just gonna leave and then reset.
Once this mission is done, get me out of this mist.
Okay. Well, we're gonna.
I shall inform the Lord of your wishes.
Player up ahead. Player
That's
up ahead.
non-negotiable.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep.
Why are you
Up there.
thinking
Don't
that
just
this
go
is
that
a
way, he's dead.
negotiation?
No, I'm dead. I don't know where Smiley is.
I just told you it's not negotiable. As in, it's not a negotiation. You'll get me out of the mist once the mission is done.
Push.
Yet
need to
you
push
are
the Johnny.
arguing with
Push.
me. Like you have.
I'm not arguing.
I think.
I see.
Yeah.
Now we have picked up somebody that had some
Press
great
button, press,
talent, but
L,
had a
L.
mouth and a
He's by the wall.
stubborn mind. Too bad.
Yeah,
We
he's
shall
dead, he's dead, he's
find
dead.
somebody else.
Huge. Could you hide my
I hope your stay here will be comfortable.
Right there, he's looting me. Yeah, just discarded son.
Wait. Fuck. Fine. I'll do it. Get me out of this damn cell.
Everything else you can do.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now, I might not look like it, but I am several hundred
Yeah, that's
years
better armor
old,
than you have, so
and a
take
far
yours and
better
take his.
combatant than you could ever dream of.
Yep. do
Then
it.
this castle is swarming with the
Use guard- then your armor is
servants and
garbage.
guests
Go,
of
go, go.
Strad. You might think that we seem weak by only sending me to open up your cell. But I can assure you, it's quite the
Cobra.
opposite.
There's a lot of those. That doesn't tell me anything.
Now stand back.
I
Situated on one of his fingers is a ring that he flashes over the steel bars and the lock, who open up on their own, going upwards into the ceiling. And then he mentions for you to step out and step in front of him.
I slowly waddle through the water
Mm-hmm.
and
do it quickly and just
stand in front of him. Okay.
I'll help you. Okay?
Okay. Lead on, I guess.
Alright. Then slowly but surely you and your lantern friend hear the steward Rahaden. You can actually see your friend Emil there that hides in the shadows, gives you a nod.
I
a little
nod back.
smile.
extract.
I do like a little finger gun.
Get your cheeks clapped by anyone else.
But Rahaden pushes you forward before you can stop and talk to Emil. And you two carry on.
As we walk, I just say out loud, "Good luck, my friend.
Always check backpacks and don't check ribs.
I am sorry."
They can. Scavs have a chance to.
And coming back to you is indeed a
and
good
just
luck.
in their backpack.
don't forget me.
I will.
Then you two. You travel through this black corridor to a metal door at the end of it. He bids you to stop. He flashes his rings once more. The door opens, brings you into another corridor. But the end of this corridor, there's some stairs moving you up out of the water. a metal door in front of you, but you turn instead to the side. And into instead this grandiose hallway with golden-esque chandeliers, worked stone floors, and this red crimson carpet. You came from this door over here. And he mentions for you towards that spiral staircase.
Is this where we part, my friends?
Depends on the match. You can put that,
No, I still need to bring you your clothing. And then I have a pickup of a bottle of champagne.
it's not very useful for you, right?
So, going up here.
Do you need it?
Yes. And you two goes up the spiral staircase together.
When do I get my stuff?
When we pass by my office.
That's skier. Can't you buy
And when is that?
M855 from
Stop talking.
from Peacekeeper now? Yeah, some dollars.
Damn, tough crowds.
M855.
And you go up
I
this staircase together into another hallway that is rather restricting and tight. Yeah?
Sure, yeah.
It forks to the west, is completely dark, but you turn to the east instead. Stop by a great door where Rahadin tells you to wait. He goes in, comes out with a bottle of champagne in one hand that says Champagne du le Stop on it, and then a pile of stuff that is yours.
I quickly take the stuff
Then
and
he
look for the ring.
yeah, it's there.
Okay, I put it on.
Yes. Do that.
Yeah, nothing of yours is. They are obviously not
They're
where they should be, like your backpack has kind of been scattered, looked through, but everything that should be there is there.
Okay.
And you two
Papa.
then walk down some more hallways and more corridors, up a staircase into a
The
really
reason why I said
impressive
complete that armor is because
lounge.
It's level 3.
Let's see. Alright, now we don't have this out anymore. Let's go back to the theme song.
Yeah.
Into this very impressive lounge. With bluish violet velvet plump seating, a fireplace that is roaring, and you know, you have grown up inside of, you know, military complexes, but there has been some nice areas in these chapels and strongholds for, you know, grand dinners and your mother's office and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have seen a few ballrooms and important events in the capital of Kanbodar with your mother. And this room that you step in, the amount of luxury and quality within here certainly rivals that of the finest you have seen in Kanbodar.
It's you have like the reason why you get
And Rahadin mentions for you to go up the stairs.
It's if it's under 90.
Sure. Suppose I'll go up.
Carry on upwards. It's a long, long climb. Oh shit! You didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
All good.
The lounge. I didn't bring you where you should be going. There you go. Now you can see it for a quick moment. But you carry on upwards for this long, long climb that leaves you a little bit breathless, and your stomach aches a little bit more considering that you haven't eaten anything for some time, until you're brought to its full length, where that light above your head is explained and turns out to be this.
I know some of the statues.
It's some weird heart-like shape that seems to be made out of some kind of crystal, but moves like flesh would. Then it's attached to the ceiling and to the walls by these iron chains held aloft in this immense tower that you're in.
Oh, Fred, what's that? And I kind of point at the thing.
You can see there's a little bit of reverence in the eyes of Rahadin, but he kind of pushes your shoulder up the staircase over here and says, "Nothing for you to concern yourself about. We're almost there."
Alright. Yeah, sure.
You go up the last bit of stairs.
Creepily look at the thing, like passing back.
Yeah, it's
looking
hard.
at it weirdly. It's fucking weird.
It's hard to stop looking at the thing. Hard to turn your back to it, indeed.
I just keep taking glances at it as we walk by.
Yeah. And then at the top of the stairs, you can see this servant in a neat marine blue waistcoat stand on guard outside of this oak panel door. Let me give you a vision. There we go.
Oh,
And
hello.
give Rahadin some light.
Uh,
There you go. And through the door that is slightly opened, you can hear some voices coming out from it. Rahadin now takes the lead, going upwards. Just knowing that you will follow him. And indeed, Hamardia, you can see a wood elf step into the apartment with a bottle of Champagne de la Stomp in his hand. And he calls out to the apartment.
I'll bring the others over if that's fine with you, my friend.
Somebody asked for hope.
Yes, I'll give it to him. Thank you very much, kind sir. Great service. Is there any...
He gives you the bottle. Oh my god.
Oh wow, that's sadder than I thought it would be. Okay, not that the champagne is sad, but hope is encapsulated in a champagne. Never mind me. That's amusing.
I also wish to speak with Lady Elegia if she's not indisposed.
I'll check on her. Give me a bit of a lady time. Okay, give me a moment. I know free time. Lyria?
You can come in, Hamatea.
Yeah, Illyria just goes, yes?
There is someone here waiting for you. A person named Rahadin, I think?
Oh, yes.
Wishes to speak to you. Please come over.
Illyria kind of like stands up. She's been sitting on this bed, kind of like, a bit quite down. She kind of like takes a deep breath, tries to like compose herself, and walks out.
All right.
Yes.
Lady Alehia, first of all, welcome back to the castle.
I did say I would attend.
It is good to see that you follow your promises, like you did in another life.
Just kind of looks at him like, sort of like a little bit like inquisitively, like, oh, all right.
I do think that Elga informed you that there were going to be 3 gifts this evening.
Yes, she did.
I have brought you the 3rd.
The 3rd gift.
Yes.
Right.
Are you gonna lurk outside of the door forever? Are you gonna step in? Are you a coward?
Hello.
My
Ooh, look
You
at
must
you.
be, Valeria, I suppose.
That's me, yes. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
What's your name?
I'm Thad. Thaddeus.
Alright.
Looking at him, Illyria, I want you to do an intelligence check with advantage, please.
Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, you calm down.
I don't know. It's discuss.
You don't know.
You do know.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Hard enter.
11.
Oh god, that's enough. Well, not for all the information, but for some of it. You are sure you have met this person before.
Yeah.
But
Mayor.
where
I'm a man.
and what? You can't really place.
Valeria just kind of like looks at him and is like, we've met before, haven't we?
Oh, I'm surprised you remember, but yeah.
Well, why?
Yeah, we did. It's been a while there.
Can't recall when that was, but I know for sure that we've met before.
Oh yeah, it's been quite a while, I suppose. It's been... It would have been maybe 10 years, maybe more. We were just kids then. Probably met at one of the events.
That
Family events, maybe.
could be.
Yeah. So apparently I'm your gift. I'm here to guard you and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
As Nick's like coughs on the back. I believe Lady Illyria is suitably guarded, Mr. Thaddeus. What makes you think that you can do a better job?
Brahadin jumps in. Actually, we know that your friend the knight has left you for the ranks of the Order of the Silver Dragon, no?
Maybe so, but what am I, chopped liver?
I do believe that we will accept any help we can get. After all, the more the merrier.
Yeah. Let's
Mister-
hold your horses there.
Mr. Nix, do you think that only one bodyguard is enough for somebody like Lady Illyria furthermore?
I'm just being the cautious bodyguard I am for his lordship, who and what kind of god would I be if I wouldn't question a strange new face?
That's very true. I have always
Indeed.
seen you do more of a valet than a bodyguard, but go ahead.
God. That's like a massive kick to his groin. He's like, oh god.
But
Cool.
oh wow!
I chime
like-
in on this. I am quite capable of defending myself.
That's good to hear. Make my job easier.
Of course, Lady Aurelia. After all, I'm just a valet, right?
I always thought of you as my bodyguard.
Take my helmet?
Don't pity me, Illyria. I know you really liked us for the more. But I did my best, right? You're here. You're still breathing.
Illyria just looks at you very, very confused, as Asphodel was always more about, like, I can't show weakness in front of her, it's a pride thing.
Like, you look at Nyx and it looks like his ego has taken, like, critical damage.
I always thought of Asphodel as a rival of sorts. I'm going to assume this is something that he insists on, and she just kind of looks towards Rodin.
Well, if you do not like him ardently, then you can discard him. He is also somebody that is coming from the Protectorate, and Strahd thought that perhaps you would like to know how your family is doing. He is not ignorant to your pain.
It needs to be found, right?
That is very generous of him. I appreciate it.
Good. Now, Mr. Thaddeus, either
Oi.
way, you are joining us for the ball. So inform our kind Helga behind you what you would like to wear.
Sure.
So shall we give him our privacy then?
That's fine. I kind of walk up to the bowl, pick up like an apple,
I really don't.
and eat it in 2 bites. Because I'm starving.
Yes.
Oh,
Maria looks impressed.
Nyx looks disgusted.
Illyria looks worried.
Wow. Trio. Right. Rahadin nods to you all.
This
I have
type of flag
many
doesn't
things to
work
do
if we all
before the masquerade. I will leave you in the competent
Yeah, I don't think
hands
there's
of Helga. And if you need anything, you have the book and a guard outside.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Of course. He bows curtly, and then his footsteps recedes down the hallway, down the stairs.
I do think we should give you some privacy for this. And Illyria just kind of like motions towards Amartya and Nyx, and just kind of like more of like a, okay, we're gonna head over and we're gonna talk about this.
We'll catch
Yeah,
up
yeah.
soon, fatty.
Party talk. Party talk. Yeah, okay. So, the rather sweet looking face of a blonde woman here turns her face to you and with a very soft tone
On
goes,
the right, there might be scabs.
So, sir, please tell me what you want. Brings
I
out
don't know,
a sketchbook.
something easy to move in, I suppose.
Alright, and you start having a conversation about that.
Alright, sure.
start prodding you for more details.
Yep.
In the meantime, inside of the bedroom.
Who's that, Illyria?
He's from the Protectorate.
Well, clearly, since his hair is literally on fire.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well,
Wait, you come from a place where people's heads are on fire?
Well, yes.
That's a regular thing, Val?
Well, they're... yes.
What? His
They're-
head is on fire! How does it not hurt him in any way?
I think you're seeing.
I mean, how familiar is Illyria with Genasi?
Oh, I'll have to run experiments with her.
We're not doing any experiments on him.
Okay, but we will investigate him. We will probably interrogate him.
There are...
Hamati, I think you're seeing the trees instead of the wood. You're focusing on this hair thing like he seems to be completely unbothered by it.
What? You mean you'll focus on the tree as well? If the tree was ablaze and yet there are still leaves there, now wouldn't you?
I've seen their kind briefly when I was outside of the mists. It is a different world out there, Hamatia. We're filled with strange-looking people. It's not like you saw another dragonborn, but there, Asphodel was.
Yeah, but Asphodel is like a big lizard dragon woman, and that's fine. But she's not on fire. I mean, why? How can someone be on fire and yet not on fire? No, never mind. You're right. I'm sorry. That's amazing. I need.
I'm more concerned about who that is.
Fast, and I do hope that one day you'll get to experience it.
But the question is, what information can we get out of him? Well, he might be.
Well, he probably knows about the goings on in the Protectorate, at least until they sent him.
But he knows your family, Illyria, right?
Well, I told you my family is quite influential.
Right. Well, sure. I mean, I guess. But childhood memories? You've known him? You know him?
We might have seen each other. I mean, I have been dragged to plenty of gatherings when I was younger.
You just see plenty of people with their hair on fire. This is just a common trope for you. It's not at all unusual.
Well, you seem very fixated on his hair.
It's just very stark.
It's on fire.
It's quite like a feature. Like if my hair was on fire, I
There's plenty of different people Protectorate, but it's been what, 10 years? I don't remember. Not that I was paying that much attention anyways.
Okay, fair enough. Hamatia, Illyria is not at all interested with people with hair on fire. Good to know.
Okay, maybe, but what if I can take new forms without hair? Let me try. And I switch to Arceus' look.
Alright. Okay, a second Thaddeus stands in the middle of this apartment.
Haha, look at me, my hair is on fire.
It
So cool.
literally is. Are you okay? Is it hot? It's burning.
It's
Get
not
some
hot.
How about you leave his hair alone for now?
Okay.
Basically, what I'm saying, Illyria, is such a man with such a look is likely to leave an impression on people. He is certainly leaving an impression on me.
Well, he might be a shapeshifter of sorts. I switch back to Portugal Mafia.
I'm pretty sure he's always looked that way.
Well, maybe one of my sisters killed the original person, and now she's being disguised as him in order to lull you into a false sense of security to murder you in your sleep.
Well, I mean, considering he is sent by Strahd, and Illyria just kind of like looks towards Nyx for just a second. We should probably be careful what we share with him for now.
I mean, okay,
Hmm.
I can try and use a bit of my charms to maybe get a bit of the truth out of him, but I don't know how much I'll succeed.
But for now, I think it might be nice to just have somebody from my home here again.
True.
But
If
what
it
if
is
he
someone
isn't?
trying to masquerade as someone else, they wouldn't have this information unless Strahd actually sent someone out of the mist to come back. It is possible too, but maybe listen to what he has to say first.
Yeah, I'm just saying we need to do a bit of a security check before we decide to let him in on our inner working.
Right. You know, you never know who is going to be around to shapeshift into your friends.
You see a pained look, Grace Amatia's face. Yes, exactly. We want to make sure that that sort of thing doesn't happen again.
Agreed.
So we need to take every precaution we can.
Okay.
Oh, let's say hello to him.
He's getting measured, so let him have his time with Helga.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He seemed very hungry though, so
Yeah, maybe we should ask for some food?
yeah, there's food out there, but it's just a question of if he hasn't had food. If he's hungry, then how long has he been without food? He seemed very interested in anything, so that to me defines starvation. To the
You aren't
point of,
supposed to eat a lot after.
you try and tell him that.
I'll try. We can ask him later.
Well, you are his commanding officer of sorts, aren't you? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think so.
do you think Strahd lets you have authority over him? Over his actions, his agency?
Well, I mean, I guess he is supposed to be my bodyguard.
We know, Valeria, that Strahd can put any memory inside people. So I guess if he's getting measured, given how efficient Helga is, I will try and time a detect magic to see if I can get any feelings of mindfuckery that might be sitting in his brain. Just so we can get information.
I mean, you can do that in here, and we just kind of head outside if you want.
Sure. Okay. Well, Hamatia, watch
Yeah.
the curtain. Make sure he doesn't come in, and let me read a few passages from my book.
Okay, so watch the curtain.
Not the actual curtain. But make sure he doesn't come in.
No, yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Hamatia will in over, like in a sneaky style, while Saul will sit on top of her head and both be on the lookout for any movement.
Alright.
Over on the second one.
So, Thaddeus, from what I heard earlier, you don't really care what you're wearing, is that correct?
Yeah, as long as it's comfortable
Right.
and easy to move in.
So, Helga is growing a little bit upset by your lack of opinions.
That's fine.
And she kind of finishes up the talk pretty early by saying, like, I will kind of dress you the way I want to then, but it will be comfortable. Takes your
That's fair.
measurements, and what would have taken normally 10 minutes is, like, ended in 5.
How much of the conversation did I hear? Because my perception is quite good.
Well, they specifically, they are kind of far away. in
Or
your
did I?
position.
At
Make
all.
me a perception composure to see if you're able
Perception composure.
to catch it. Yeah. Like,
Got it.
because half your attention would be divided to Helga, they're a little bit far away. Yeah, let's do a perception composure.
Comperception.
11.
Aye.
Alright, I mean, you heard perhaps an inflection, a word here and there. You heard your name, but
Alright.
nothing, no details.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then Helga thanks you and says she will be back with the finished product as soon as she's able to.
That's just so aggressive.
And do a spell, another courtly bow, and then leaves the door. Leaves the room and closes the door behind her.
So is there any food in the room?
They were a ball of baked goods.
It's in my belly now.
But they were
Anything
devout.
left?
Is there anything left?
I don't think Hamatia actually will eat everything because she has quite a small tummy.
She did ask Illyria, and Illyria said she didn't have an appetite just yet, but...
So yeah, except Hamatia,
yeah, okay.
no one ate. Hamatia can...
So you
probably
have a
some-
half-eaten
yeah,
ball of baked goods, and then a full basket of apples.
Alright, so Thad just starts scarfing down. Just like, as much as I possibly can.
Okay. You feast, and there's wine on the table as well, and you're like,
Yep,
why shouldn't
just-
I?
Washing everything down with... I'm just going to town on the food.
Okay. Make me a vitality saving throw.
That's fair. That's
Here we
fair.
go.
Oh my god,
That's
a
fair.
choking check.
Yep. Vitality saving throw.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yep.
Oh, because it's poison.
Is it poison?
It's the throw up, probably.
Well, it's the throw up, and then we
That's a
also have-
9. Alright.
Okay, so that's not enough for you to throw up, thankfully.
Oh, alright.
You have to stop, and you're burping a little bit, and kind of need to like sit back in this comfortable sofa and kind of hold your stomach and go ooh a little bit. But that wine on your basically empty stomach went immediately up to your head.
Oh, that's
Through here.
some good shit there, mate. Oh boy.
You good there?
You there? Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. Some good wine you got here. Some good stuff.
Well, at least here you probably get the good stuff.
Yeah. They don't really feed you in the dungeon.
How long have you been in the dungeon?
Oh, that's a good question. If I had any windows down there, I could tell you the answer to that.
I'd warn you about eating too much too fast, but I feel like it's already too late for that.
Oh yeah, it's probably too late for that. So, now that we're alone, kind of.
Martia's just behind the curtain. I mean, she doesn't say that, but it's very funny to me.
Yeah, Hamatia is like trying to hold her laughter.
Larry just kind of like plops down near the other end of this.
My name is Thaddeus Vance. I was sent here by the Protectorate to kind of see what's up with you, because you kind of disappeared and
Well-
didn't say anything.
Willingly.
Immediately when he says Vance, it clicks in your head, Illyria.
He's on the. Yeah,
Gwendolyn Vance is the Grand Master Fire Genasi leader of the Argent Purifiers.
Holy shit, okay.
Liz has this look of recognition. It's like, oh, you're Vance. I remember
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's probably what. Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it must have been ages. What have you been up to?
So just kind of murking around, making money, getting stuck in this fucking hellhole.
Well, that's kind of the situation all of us are in, and why I disappeared.
Yeah, I kind of realized that a bit too late, to be honest. We're like a party of 20. We're like good armored, nicely fucking great, and step into the fucking mist, and then everybody fucking dies, man.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Yep. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's not fine. Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
But you're alive, so that's good. At least half my mission done.
Yeah.
What's that? What do you mean by that?
You'll probably learn why exactly I'm alive soon enough.
Can I make a check? What check do I make for that? See if she's telling the truth. We're kind of trying to...
You can read her like emotional state with empathy, composure.
Ooh, that's not good. Yikes. Alright, empathy, composure. You got it. That's, yikes. That's a crispy 2. A 4.
I mean, people, they're complicated messes. Who the fuck knows?
Yep, that makes sense. Well, that's good to know. At least,
yeah. Up in the dungeon right after you got here?
I don't remember much. Everybody kind of died. And then this big this bat fellow, what's his face? He took I think that was him. It's a bit blurry, you know. And I passed out, and then I woke up in the dungeon. So I'm not sure how much time I've been here.
I'm sorry you got dragged into
I haven't
it.
died of starvation, so that's good at least.
That's a
But
plus.
yeah, for sure.
Just take a surprising amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, we had water down there, so that's pretty good at least, I suppose. So are your friends listening to us right now talking? I kind of stare at the door.
If you... Hamadia stands back even if you can't see it.
Make me a
No.
perception intelligence. Amardia.
Me?
Yeah. Amardia, you
Alright.
make me a stealth cunning.
perception intelligence.
Yeah. That's your...
Fucking hell, Jesus. 10.
Might be
This
bad.
is a great start, guys.
Head, stealth, cunning.
Yeah, stealth cunning.
It's a great start.
Wow.
I'm muting myself because of just I can't like 3, 3, 2, 4.
Jesus, yeah.
I mean,
I got a 5.
wow.
I'm sorry. It's only
like my
half hill, right? It's only half hill from here.
Wow. Jesus.
I can go down to 1. Don't tempt me.
Do you
No,
remember
you
can't
when
see
in
it.
F-House I
Amazing
rolled 2
introduction.
net ones?
No. Okay. So no, you can't see anything.
Yeah, I just assumed they're there.
Yeah. But you're not sure if they're actively listening to you
Yeah.
or not.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Can't see
So
anything.
it depends on how loud we're talking. She just kind of shrugs.
Yeah, I suppose. Well,
Didn't think anybody would actually miss me.
yeah, it's been they sent a whole party to find you because you haven't reported back. Supposed to report back, you know. It's the whole thing. Haven't done that. So you'll
I mean, have you realized by now who's the main we're in?
yeah, probably the bad guy. I would reckon. He seemed pretty powerful. And what was his face? Stad? Something like that.
Strahd Manzarovich.
Strahd. That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard this. Sarovich. I've heard the name. Yeah. Yeah. So how do we get out?
Well, that's the tricky part.
Yeah, that's. We've been here a while, I assume. Time moves at the same speed here, doesn't it?
I hope so.
I think so.
They've been here quite a while. Must have made some leeway on that.
Well, nobody's getting out without Strahd's permission, and
Oh.
I won't be leaving anytime soon.
So what does he want from you?
Me.
What do you mean by that? He wants, like... In what sense, you know? He wants to, like, take
You weren't
control of
told
you.
much, were you?
What?
You weren't told much yet, were you?
Told much of what? I was in a dungeon for, like, a while. And then they're like, yo, guard her. And we'll let you out. So...
Can Illyria tell if he's, like, withholding any information?
I mean, you can try to roll an physical butcher to tell. In the meantime, Nyx, your detect magical stuff. You sense the same things as before. That inherent magic within the stone and wood of Castle Ravenloft. The huge presence of aberration below your feet. And the transportation coming off from the room service book. But you're also able to pick up actually a source of magic coming from Thaddeus.
His hair.
I put my hand on Hamatia's shoulder and say, "It's done, Hamatia. Let me look."
Okay.
It ended up being the weapon, right? I forgot.
No, it's the shoes.
Oh,
the
right.
boots.
Okay, it's the boots. Yes. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So you sense a faint aura of transmutation coming from this man's boots.
I'm gonna sneak in, like, open the curtains a crack and, like, peer through like a freaking creeper.
Alright.
I've been looking at the door the whole time.
It's a curtain, so
Yeah, it's a curtain in front
It's
of the
purple
door.
though, and he's purple, so you know.
Yeah.
I am blending in.
You didn't see anything before, so everything is
fair.
a little bit new. So as long as you're being a little bit creepy and not overtly creepy, it's okay. Next,
Just a little bit creepy.
and you can see this like green dyed swirling leather boots that fits tightly to his feces.
To his feces?
Nice.
Who's a good boy? What do they look like? Is they kind of
I just explained that they're a green
I
dyed
know,
leather in
but
a
they're like-
swirling pattern that sits snugly up his feetsies.
Sorry, just I need to do one more time, please. You broke up at the end there.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
One more time.
Green dyed leather in a swirling pattern that fits snugly, like just below the knee, around his feetsies.
God,
Thank you.
thank you, appreciate it.
Wow.
So these blue boots. No, okay.
Fuck off!
Okay. He's just gonna like whisper down to Hamatia. He says, "Those boots are slightly enchanted. They might have given them from the Protectorate, but curious that Strahd lets him keep them."
Well, he needs him to be in top shape in order for him to do his job well.
And that is to protect Illyria. Nothing around his head that I can see, like if Strahd manipulated his brain in his mindfuckery kind of way.
Do I have something on my head?
I look at Hamatia.
Yeah, there's a very faint aura of pink.
God. He looks down and waits a beat and says, "You're fine."
Empathy composure check.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna
I need to
roll
deception.
against
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to roll deception.
this deception presence?
Yeah, good luck.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, that's a big
Damn,
oof.
guys.
Oof.
That's a
What
big
a
oof.
good luck charm.
I
Can-
can't. I can't.
You can
use
roll
the
a
roll.
1. You can roll a 1.
I can roll a 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
you can always roll a 1.
Okay. Someone has to roll at least above a 10.
Come on, let me do that.
Come on!
Yeah.
This doesn't bode well.
What good, it's been fun, but I think we need to search for another player.
Anyway, Hamartia.
What the fuck is wrong?
Hamartia,
You're welcome, guys.
everything that has happened tonight has been, a little bit overwhelming. You're not entirely sure.
But this guy, I am half curious. He speaks as if he has no idea what's going on. And if that's the case, he truly is from outside. And if that's the case, he has no idea what he's gotten himself into.
Oh, fresh to Barovia, fresh to the slaughter.
I don't know what sort of temperament this gentleman has. I imagine probably fiery.
I mean, his hair is burning constantly. But I do not think we should judge his character only by that.
Sure. The man with hair on fire is totally chill.
He might be. You're making a lot of assumptions just because his hair is on fire. I mean,
You're right.
just because you have horns on you doesn't mean you're constantly horny.
That's what you think.
And,
Take a step back.
Kinda does though!
I will give a quick smile as Hamatia steps back in a little bit, like what, and then I will step through the curtain and says, "So, Mr. Thaddeus, I believe we have yet to be fully introduced. My name is Nix Navarre," and he gives a low bow and swishes one side of his long coat out from the side. A member of the Tsepul Velaki tribe, but not necessarily a Velaki in of itself. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
All the petrol's on my mind. And he does a finger gun, and he kind of does
Nick.
just a finger gun at him.
A wink? Was that a wink?
Just a finger gun and a wink.
Yeah.
Oh God, Nick's like does several blinks in a row. I hope you're in the best of health. After all, you are trapped here in this wonderful castle.
Well, after having a bit to eat, it gets better.
And you're not gravely injured in any way. You just so happen to be here in the castle at this particular time. To be a gift for Lady Illyria.
Something like that. Sure.
And what do you feel like you can offer her in this capacity of being a bodyguard?
I can take care of myself pretty well, if I do say so myself. I put my feet on the table.
Can you describe his physique in a little bit?
So he's quite lean, and he's also a bit short for his face. So he's just a bit short, maybe like 160. Let me say I have that written down. He's
He's a
164, so he's quite short.
Mm.
But he's well built, not very muscular, just well built, and wearing leather armor and
shoes.
wearing the green boots on the
his
table
feces.
on this faces. And and his hair is just a little past his shoulders, not too much.
Is it like is his hair flowing a flame, or is it just like a glow?
It's just like kind of pulsing red, very faintly pulsing.
Like a sort of neon sign kind of style, or?
No, it's a bit dimmer than that, but it's very like slowly pulsing, like an LED screen, you know, when they have the LED screens that show like a fire
Oh.
with a bunch of like little LEDs, and they all like kind of shimmer, kind of like that.
And his eyes?
Eyes are yellow, and also have the same shimmer to them.
Okay. You're quite the confident man, aren't you, Mr. What was it?
Thaddeus Vance, but you can call me Thad. That's what everyone else does.
Right. Well, Mr. Vance,
That is fine.
I'm sure. But to
Mr.
me,
Vance
you,
was my father.
And to me, you'll be Mr. Vance until I figure out exactly who you are.
I'm Thaddeus
After all-
Vance. I literally just told you that, mate.
I'm sure that's what matters to you, Mr.
Illyria
Vance.
does chuckle.
You don't
Yeah.
seem very trustworthy, mate.
We've
That's
been
understandable
through-
if this is such as a shithole as you say. But
I mean, this is my home country. It does hit a certain sweet spot for me on occasion. I know it's different outside the mist, and I know it's terribly depressing outside.
it's
Nevertheless-
terribly depressing outside the mist. Oh boy, do I have a fuck. Really? You've never been outside?
Oh, I have.
I
Believe me.
haven't.
And this one hasn't.
Hello. My
This
name is
is
Martia.
Hello?
Pleasure.
It's pleasure all mine. Give a
Yeah,
little
boss.
wink.
You're positively glowing.
Thanks.
I think we'll become fast friends.
Kinda inch back a bit.
Nyx is gonna like walk around the back of the chair as he's sitting there with his feet up on the table, and as Hamati is kind of freaking him out, he's gonna get like as close as he possibly can
Oh.
to inspect this hair.
Wow.
Like,
Meanwhile, if that happens, Amatia will actually show off Soul. So, if you look over here, is my pet moth Soul. Say hello to Soul. See
What the fuck is
a
that?
glowing violet wolf. It's almost like oof. That's my best friend Soul. Say hello to Soul.
Hello, Soul. Can he talk?
No, I can only I can hear him, and it's better that way.
Good morning. Is it murder time now?
Not yet, Soul, not yet.
I'm waiting patiently.
But he does glow.
There he is!
I let Soul
Oh god.
I let Soul do this.
Soul charges Nyx and is gonna
And-
like try to claw his face,
And while
but
he
it
does
only
that,
tickles.
while he does that, he would also activate his Light of the Moon ability. So if I'll take a step back so that I will not get caught in it. But once he does take the Light of the Moon, if the fad here is not what he seems he is, he needs to make a composure saving throw.
Alright. Soul starts to glimmer and said, please make me nothing, because you don't
Okay.
I was gonna make the throw too.
Marta disappointed checks off.
It's really an Earth Genasi with a wig.
Shapeshifter off the list.
You caught me, damn.
And it wasn't for your meddling moths.
The most minorly inconvenient disguise self.
Yeah, still though glowing, slightly
Just the same person with no glowing hair. Just
Yeah, exactly. And got contact lenses.
Yep.
So as Soul starts to glow, it's like a minor like flashlight in your eyes, Nix, as he continues to like try to slash your face open, but it just tickles you.
Hamatia, your little thing is getting a little annoying.
Well,
Don't
he
let
has
me-
a lot of emotions, a lot of pent-up emotions, Nix, from earlier. Okay, so back to me.
Wait. Soul. And I look to him as he's trying to like attack me with his menacing tiny claws.
He stops and hovers in front of you, and Hamartia can hear in her head, what is it, soon to be dead person? You have any final words, huh?
Look, Soul, I get it. You're a little pissed off at me.
Pissed off.
You have. Well, I can't hear what he's saying.
Do you want me to dance? Do you want me to?
No, I don't want to hear what he has to say. I
Okay.
imagine it's filled with
My
profanity
Where is
and.
this motherfucker?
You're not on.
I will not be ignored!
And yet he's gonna be ignored. Shame. And Nix will say, look, Sol, you have every right to be annoyed and frustrated and angry and slightly murderous, and for that I give you your dues. But now is not the time to enact upon those emotions. So, whilst I could listen and hear what you have to say, I hope you understand what I'm saying. But let me put this very bluntly to you. I know Hamatia can bring you back. I know ending you here and now would be just another meaningless tribulation for you, Soul. All that you are serving here is whether or not you'll be in the pocket of your beloved Hamatia, or within the darkness once more.
Hey, don't talk to Soul like that anymore.
I'm just giving him an option.
Alera just kind of looks back to Ezio. It's like,
You should.
something happen between you?
Yes! Positively, but that's something you should, as I said before, ask Nix. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to provide an explanation.
I guess it's not really the time to discuss it, Illyria, but yes, Sol and I had a exchange of experience along with Hamatia, and it was a growing experience. Nevertheless, if he continues to bother me...
Growing pains, you may add.
Indeed.
Hamartia?
Yes, back to me, Soul. Come on.
Translate this. I do care about Hamartia above all else, so I will never cause her any kind of discomfort or trouble. But know this, when you are no use of my Hamartia anymore, I am going to eat your eyes. Okay.
He wants to make peace.
No, this is not what I said. Hamartia, you gotta be strong. This is not how
Oh, come on, go to sleep, so go to sleep. Come on.
I won't be treated this way! Ah! You kind of push her down.
I love you.
I'm gonna murder you all!
He can be a bit violent for a moth.
I mean, you guys are fucked.
Yes, pretty much.
You,
Welcome to Barovia.
Yeah.
you'll, you know, you'll get used to it.
So, are you expecting to join us in tonight's festivities, where our hopes and dreams are crushed by Stradwan Sarovich?
Gonna be fun.
So what is tonight? What's happening? Is it a big
A
ball or something?
masquerade ball.
Oh, lovely. You know, I've
I-
always hated those.
So do I, but at least now I get to decide what I wear myself.
I'm curious, Mr. Vance. What
Please don't call me
were
that.
What's your, I know, like
Stop.
he knows it's grating on him. It's like
Please don't call me that. He just kind of closes his eyes in pain. Please don't call me that.
It is your name, no?
No, my name is Thaddeus.
You don't like your last name?
No, Mr. Vance was my father. My name is Thaddeus.
And you don't like your father's name?
No, I don't like being called by my father's name. It's not that I don't like his name.
Interesting. Well, we all have our baggage, I suppose. But nevertheless, my question here is what does Strahd tell you? What is your real reason for being here? Are you truly looking out for Illyria's best interests?
Listen, mate, I was tasked here to bring her, to just kind of see if she's alive, and if so, bring her back. And I got stuck in this hellhole. And then Strahd, that's his name, right? Yeah. He came and he killed all of my fucking party of, I think we were like 20. We're quite a bit of people, you know. And he killed all of them. And then it's black. And then I woke up in the fucking dungeon.
20 from the Protectorate was sent in after Lady Illyria.
Something like that.
And who...
It's a bit fuzzy again.
Who sent you?
Who sent me? The Protectorate, What do you mean, who sent me?
You have a commanding officer, no? If you are with part of the Protectorate, you would have...
I'm a mercenary, mate.
They're sending mercenaries after you now, Illyria.
Wait, if you're a mercenary, then I'm sorry, I've never been outside. I'm a residential. The shithole is my residence, you might say.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. You know, I'm sure it's lovely sometimes.
No, it's not. So, who exactly, on whose payroll are you? And we don't say the Protectorate. I mean, who gave you the job? It's not like you came to the Protectorate as an organization, and they, as an organization, told you to do so. There must be a representative, your handler, or something along those lines.
You know, I work for a lot of people, and part of the contract is that I don't reveal the names. That's what you do when you're a mercenary. You don't just walk around and spouting the person who hired you. Saying the Protectorate because you're from the Protectorate, and that'll help me. But I'm not revealing my client's name. That's just bad.
Then,
That's just unprofessional.
If you don't want to reveal the name, would you be so kind as to tell us what sort of emotional state the Protectorate is in with Lady Illyria missing? Are they concerned? Are they anxious? Are they fearful? What is
obviously they're concerned. They sent me and all that.
Right. But you can be
people.
concerned about losing a sock and concerned about losing your life.
They're concerned about the plans not going through. I don't know. I'm not really a big on politics, you know. I left that behind.
And how much were you paid to chase after Lady Illyria here?
That's not your business, mate.
That much, eh? And
Whatever it is, it's not enough to get stuck in this shithole. Sorry. Then I turn to Illyria and I'm just like, sorry. It's just not
Illyria
worth it.
just kind of like whispers like, I worry I was in the same situation when I first got here.
what was the Protectorate's objective in terms of extracting Illyria from these lands?
Why, you're asking the mercenary what the
I went
political group...
missing.
No, I mean, what's your exit strategy?
I didn't know there was a fucking barrier around the whole thing here. Obviously.
So you thought
Or else
you
I
could
wouldn't
just
have gone
walk
in it.
Oh, right. Okay. So that is still not understood.
Nick, shouldn't you be aware of that?
No, I'm aware of that. I can go out.
So why did you ask him?
Because I wanted to know if there was any further information. If Illyria had disappeared and they sent mercenaries, presumably your family would have sent actual soldiers from the Protectorate to search for you, but...
Maybe they don't want to invade the foreign territory. So they
First
sent
of all,
bad
I'm not too
mercenaries.
sure they would really care if I went missing.
Obviously they did.
They do.
They probably did. They sent me.
Well,
None
I
of
mean,
that's what I do.
I was sent as a diplomat to, you know, investigate this invitation of yours. It's not like I was able to get any messages out.
Well, obviously.
But maybe if you do manage to get a message out, they'll be off your tail. If that's what you wish.
Might be good before they send more people.
So you might want to hire the services of a Vistani outward bound or something to deliver that message.
Did you come with a message from the Protectorate?
Me?
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I think one of us had it. Wasn't me though. Everyone else is dead. So I'm all he got.
Were you the leader of this group? Or
The
just a
leader?
member?
No, fuck no. I was just some extra muscle, you know. Well, I guess not muscle, but extra assistance.
You are very extra.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, mate. At least I don't have horns on my head.
Hey, these...
Hey,
You've
yes.
seen a tiefling before, right?
Of course I have.
Got it. So, my horns are a problem, but your hair on fire is not?
It's not a fire, mate. It's just the
Can
color
we
it
just
is.
settle that neither is a problem?
Yeah, I mean, there are
How do you put on a helmet, mate? How does that work?
believe me, there are way worse creatures than what you two are.
I'm not a what? I'm not a bad creature. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't mean creature. I
I'm
mean,
great.
like, you are, yeah, you're great. I didn't mean it in an offensive manner. My apologies. But you know, one gets horn, one has fire for hair or hair for fire or whatever. I mean, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. In the end,
Of course it is.
you're both pretty faces. You just have a bit of an extra feature there. So I don't really see the problem.
There's no problem here, Amatia. Thad here thinks he is hot shit, right?
He is hot shit. Look at his hair.
I kind of flick my hair.
But
Lyra just kind of looks between Nyx and Thad. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
That if you mean to take him down a notch, that's not the way to do it, my dear Nix. Your words will not reach him right now. What he needs is baptism by fire. Unintended. And
let's
you
just
will
stare at Hermatia.
Oh, and you will probably have it sooner rather than later. We have a tendency to face creatures bit unique to the area.
Are the fire jokes going to be a thing? Because I've heard all of them.
Probably.
Yeah, it would be here too. Well, when is this party going on?
I don't know. We said earlier in a few hours, and apparently we're all getting clothes tailored after our specifications. But how quickly are they able to make those? Anyway.
This whole place. Okay, so let's see what actually gathered. Is there anyone? Do you think there's someone hearing us, listening, eavesdropping?
We are basically in his house.
Okay, so let's not talk about it in his house. It'll be rude. I don't want to piss off Strahd any further or not. I already
Have you met Strahd yet, or just Raden?
What? You asking me?
Yes.
I've seen him. I haven't seen him in the castle yet, if that's what you're asking.
So, you know who he is, right?
What's his face? Yeah, I've heard the name before. Sure, I have sometime.
You know, Strahd von Zarovich, the vampire empire that shouldn't exist anymore.
the vampire. Yeah, that's right.
Vampire Empire.
The vampire.
You know what? I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally serious. I'm good at role playing, and then I accidentally rhyme something, and then I'm like, I want to die.
The vampire. That's right. He's the vampire or something, right? He's the great vampire.
I think we call him Count.
Yes.
Well, that's a thing, I
The
suppose.
Zarovich Empire isn't supposed to be around anymore, right?
Yeah, I've heard didn't they disappear or something?
They did.
Oh. They probably disappeared here then.
Yep.
That makes sense. Fuck. So if this what's his face is Von Dukovich guy, if he controls the mist, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
You have to earn his favor or something to get out.
Sort of.
sorts.
All right. All right, cool. I pick up another apple, kind of chew it.
Although, I don't think I will be leaving anytime soon.
Let me do my best to make good on my promise to you, Illyria.
We're gonna
There's
do
still
this together. She just kind of looks at me.
I hope
Can I
so.
make what's it called? What's a
Empathy
What's a
composure?
check you make to see if someone to figure out? I want to see if there's like a thing.
Yeah, a thing going on. Yeah, empathy
Yeah.
composure then.
Empathy composure, is that it?
There's a thing.
Empathy composure. I'm not good at that. Darn.
Compose as much as
oh!
you can.
That's
It's over
above
10.
It's above a 10.
14.
Okay, so 14. Illyria, Nix, what is he able to tell in your gazes with the 14?
Well, if I'm gonna go on my like passive like ability to not show those sorts of things, his role wouldn't beat it.
Okay, yeah, you use your
Yeah.
passive,
My
persuasion
passive
or deception.
Yeah,
It's
or
too
even
high.
subterfuge in
Okay,
presence
okay.
or whatever. Yeah.
Illyria?
Illyria is like there's not really anything behind that, like, you know, like what you're looking for, I think. Like,
There's definitely shining through Illyria's eyes. There's a lot of history, but what that history entails,
yeah, like,
yeah, that's hard to tell.
Alright.
Illyria wouldn't know romantic feelings if they hit her in the face.
That
bit her
is
in the neck.
So true. Or bit her in the neck, or stabbed her in the thigh, or groped her in the chest.
Oh
What?
my god! Let's
Oh,
backtrack. Whoa.
Oh, no.
Let's backtrack. Let's
Alright,
control
cool.
Z that. Carry on. Where were we?
So, are you planning to stay with us?
That's the plan.
Oh,
Unless I can
good.
get Illyria out. And I don't see how that's possible, so I'll be spending a bit with you guys.
Lucky us. Maybe you can reveal to me your hair care routine.
Yeah, I just kind of wake up that way.
You motherfucker. No.
Obsession with his hair.
He like whistles under his breath.
Would you like some? I can cut off a bit for you.
No,
if
it's
you
fine.
Want to keep
Don't,
it?
please, don't pity me and my non-glowing hair.
I mean,
It doesn't lose its properties if I cut it. So you can.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I can probably make a wig out of it eventually for you. If you want.
Wait, seriously?
Just kind of like rubs her temples a little, like, what is going on?
Hamatia, do you have your little your knife here?
Oh my god.
Yes, I do have. I have my knife and my needle. Which one do you need?
Just well, if Thad is being so generous with offering a few strands of his hair.
Do you want to? Maybe I can do that too.
What are you guys planning?
Oh no, I'm not planning anything. I am really genuinely curious.
Okay,
This is
okay.
the thing.
Yes. Thaddeus, you see from her right wrist, you see Hamatia do a little flick, and from like the sleeve of her long fur coat drops a dagger into her hand. There we go.
If you wouldn't mind, and you can part with your oh so many follicles.
Sure, my whatever. And I flick my wrist, and there's a knife in my wrist now. And I'm just gonna
Oh,
God.
slice a bit, like just gonna cut, well, like maybe like 5 centimeters of a bit of hair.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
Yeah.
just like
okay.
a strand,
It.
just like a.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you hold it out in your hand. It pulsates. 1, 2, 3, and then becomes like a dull brown.
Yep. Oh, I know.
You liar!
And whilst you're talking about hair and sharing the most basic of knowledge of Barovia, we zoom out the window of your little tower retreat as you're sharing a warm and calm little moment in Castle Ravenloft whilst waiting for your clothing to be finished. And here is where we're going to end this episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Woo!
Welcome!
Good job.